Great day, y'all. Great day week. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. What up, Wheatfield? What up, y'all's Wheat? What it do? Shut up and dance with me. We were listening to some instrumentals. We didn't want to hear no words. We just was like, ooh, I wonder what the channels for like the hip hop instrumentals, or just like, so you can listen to your faves, but it don't have no words to it. Anywho, great day, great day. Today is August the 13th. 813. 813 plus 1 is what? 8 and 3 is 11, plus 1 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Damn, today break down to the number 13. Is that true? Is my math? Because y'all know sometimes I be off a number, so I need to make sure. So definitely Thursday the 13th. But just like we just said, we be off a little bit. We can't do math on the calendar. So we need a calculator. It's the wrong seat. 8 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 equals 13. Today breaks down to 13. It do. Transformative energy. I think that's what Spirit said. They put in the description, they said people rising or something like that. Great rising, people on the move, something like that. People on the move, Vans energy. We've been on a kick for Vans lately. We don't wear high heels and sandals as much as we used to. We've been back into pretty much our tennies, gym shoes. And we not a big, huge Nike fan. Like, I don't feel the need. We like retros. So we'll get some Pumas. We like Adidas. We like I said, Vans. Shit like that. If I could find some really cute Filas, that would be hot. I'm feeling that throwback, like some classic Filas. I'm thinking, I don't really like K-Swiss. I ain't never been a K-Swiss girl like that. My daughter used to love. She always had some crispy white K-Swiss back in the day. But I'm seeing K-Swiss, Reeboks. Y'all remember Reeboks? They had some cute Reeboks out there too. So I like retros. I don't not necessarily be, cause I ain't gotta have no Air Ones. Air Ones is they doing too much, and I'm definitely not. I ain't never been a Jordans fan. I wouldn't give a fuck when they first came out. I still was not. I did not like Jordans. Like, no. I wasn't a Michael Jordan fan, period. I'm from the D. It was Detroit City. I didn't give a fuck less about Michael Jordan. I'm from the era of the bad boys. Bad boys. So it was all about that, you know, bad boy crew. Bill Lambier. He used to be a fine ass, big ass white chocolate. It's like, shit. I was young then, though. Yeah. What a live at, y'all. What up, though? Thank y'all so much for tapping in. What up, Pedro? Great day, great day, great day. Great day. Great day to have a great day. That's what Spirit said. They put exclamation point and a period. So they meant that. So we've been on this Vans kick. And so that Spirit put something like that. We was thinking about like, damn, it's something with Vans, because Vans signify like a vehicle, and like you moving, what direction are you walking in? So we were picking that up. People on the move. That's what Vans. They said great rising. And people rising, I'm getting ascension. It's definitely a crazy time astrologically, because it's like we had the 8-8 portal. We had the solar eclipse. We up under a planetary alignment. We have a meteorite shower or something like that going on. And then we are headed towards a partial lunar eclipse now. So goodness, not to mention that Saturn is in retrograde. Mercury just came out of retrograde. Saturn is in retrograde. Neptune is in retrograde. It's a lot going on. Yeah, divine appointments. When I say it's a lot happening, a lot that's, energy and transitions, energetic transitioning. Could be why, like, a lot of people are not, it's certain shit you can't take with you. What up, though, beloved? Hey, Dorothy. What up, though? We got some new perfume. Versace. We don't like to pay a lot for perfume either because we have a lot of perfume. We like to get the little bottles. We be going to Ulta and stuff like that and pay like $25, $30 for a little bottle. I don't like to necessarily pay $100 for a big bottle. We did that like 10 years ago. We still got a lot of cologne and perfume for years ago. So I guess it lasts. But the little bottles do too. Hey, Bookie. What up, sister? Your message was so great yesterday. She Radio 333. Y'all check out the sister. Her other channel is Intuitive Interactions. She is on a community board. This smells so good. We was in a bar and this lady walked up to order her a drink. I could not help. I was like, damn, sis, you smell great. What are you wearing? She was like, oh, it's this Versace in the pink bottle. But she mixed hers with something else. I think it was like one of the Billie Eilish. I was like, I'm not going through all that. But this shit smell great. Thank you to the spirit for your gifts. Beautiful. Smell good. Y'all. Woo. It smells great. It smells so beautiful. Woo! This smells good. So that's cute. It's called Bright Crystal. Isn't that cute? So this shit smells amazing. Wow. Black Noir. I don't have Versace Black Noir, but I have a Valentino. I'm gonna get the bottle. It's so cute. Give me a second. I know. Just give me 2 seconds. Look at this, y'all. It came in a little 2-pack, and it was on sale, too. I think we only paid like $30 for this. Look at the little bottles. Ain't they so cute? They so cute. Yes. Born in Aroma is the name of this. And so they got a light and a dark. But what's funny is that you can't really tell the difference, right? We drinking our tea. And I'm going to show y'all a picture because, we make a lot of things ourselves. And we was like, dang, we can't really tell the difference. You have to really pay attention. See? One is coffee and one is tea. I like coffee. They like tea. But if you look at it like that, you can't really tell which one is which week. We be recycling. We keep the bottles from old shit so we can pour in our own concoctions. Fresh home, and this is not just hibiscus tea this time. This is hibiscus and passion flower. And we dehydrated some limes as well to go with the dehydrated lemon. We got some more lemons that we need to cut up and dehydrate them and fill the little container back up. So, yeah. And it's sweetened with maple syrup, not pancake syrup. No. Okay? 100% maple syrup. Damn it. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. But, yeah. So it's really good for you. Good for the gut, It's very tasty. Hibiscus or Jamaica is it's like the original red Kool-Aid, But anywho. You can make a lot of things with flowers. We got some some butterfly sweet pea flowers in there. It turns all your drinks blue. So you can have blue tea. If you put some lemon in it, it makes it purple. So if you want to make purple tea for the kiddos, like Kool-Aid, you can do something like that where it's more natural than that shit that come in a pack. Um, yeah. All I have to say is like we a balanced person. Like we like certain shit and we like what we like and that's just it. So whatever it is that you into. And I think I'm saying that because I'm seeing a part of Sister's message which went right along with something that Spirit had brought here to us. And one I think it was in the Hell No. This deck right here. The Oh Hell No deck where they said that somebody thinks that you are doing too much. Yeah. Alpha Omega. Let the cards speak. They say you doing too much. Like like you too loud, you too this, you too up. And I actually had that experience. One, y'all know we be living testimony to Tarot, so sometimes we be saying shit. People get mad at the fucking shit we be saying, but it is what it is. Like when we had to explain to somebody why their mama be fucking lying and shit. Yeah, they thought that shit was way those muchos. I don't give a fuck. It's a part 2, 3, and 4. If you want to hear some more. Because I thought of some more shit today. It's like, damn, we got some more shit to say. I was on a cruise one time. Barbados. That's where the hat came from. And we do what we do. Shit, we ain't never had a whole lot of ass. I mean, it's a little apple that'll do what it's supposed to do. But, baby, we got legs and we got titties. So the titties be tittying. When they be out, they be out. When I'm dressed, when I'm popping out, they be popping out. Okay? I'm on vacation. I ain't got no dude. You know what I'm saying? So, she gonna be like, you just be doing too much. I said, oh, I think you're not doing enough. Don't you think you do? No, bitch, I don't think I'm doing too much. That's a real fucking story, sister. When you said that shit, I cracked the hell up. Because I definitely responded with that. No, I'm not doing too much. As a matter of fact, I didn't do enough. I could have did some more. This is me being restrained. This is me holding back. You think I said too much shit? I could have said a whole lot of more shit. You know what I'm saying? I could do an expose in this bitch. I could write a book. Shit. No, y'all better, they better leave me alone. Y'all know how you look. Family T be family T, but don't be telling La T what the fuck she motherfucking doing. Cause this bitch right here, the mouth, the throat, fully activated. That's good. I heard wet my whistle. Get my shit in order. Ain't nobody spotless though. You know, we ain't spotless. We done did some shit. But I tell you what. I fucking repent. Do what I need to do. Ask for forgiveness. One, go to the Most High God. Because I know what I did. I go to the Most High God and ask for forgiveness. Change me from the inside out. Change my heart. Change my mind. Recognize that I hurt somebody and what do I need to do to make it right? And I have actually spent years, like decades. Decades. One person fucking decades and another one 15 years. How long was it? Because I've been back here for 3. So, yeah, a good 13, 14 years, give or take, to set some shit right. It's a difference when you hurt somebody, whether it be intentional or non-intentional, right? Some shit you do just because you're young and you fucking stupid, you know what I'm saying? And you could be karmic and you have to grow. You could be processing trauma. You just don't fucking know no better. You know, even if you in between, like, I know no better, but I don't. Like, it feel both right and wrong. Like, I really don't know that. And learning that you hurt somebody and really understanding what that is and doing what you can to make amends, to fix it, right? And staying on that, like, and I'll never go back. I'll never do that thing to anybody ever again, because I understand, I know from my heart, from my soul, like, completely changed. Confirmation. Some people that do that shit and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. I had a person do some shit to me and then apologize like they didn't know what the fuck they did on some ambiguous shit. I don't know what's going on between us, but whatever I did, I'm sorry. First of all, that's some bullshit. We grown as fuck. This ain't no kid shit. This is like grown-ups. We grown as fuck. You know what the fuck you did. So to say I don't know what's going on between us, you already on some trash. This is not an apology. Because an apology will acknowledge what you did to a person. You will acknowledge how you made them feel. And you will put some empathy on it. Like, if somebody did that shit to me, I can understand how you feel, we. Like, that shit is not cool. Can you forgive me? That's an apology. And it comes with changed behavior. So not only did they come with an ambiguous ass motherfucking apology, like, I don't know what the fuck I did to you, but whatever the fuck it is, I'm sorry, on some blanket shit. And then turn around and do the same fuck shit that you did after you sent the apology. So you never did fucking mean it. If you don't know that shit was wrong, then why the fuck are you apologizing? The power of love is coming through. Fifth house energy. Investments, gambles, and other games. I'm getting games people play and people be invested in that shit. Thank you to the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end and the ending. We see the third house. Your ideas, short-term thinking and trips. Short-term thinking for sure. People be tripping, that's for sure. And we did say vans, like somebody going somewhere, so somebody could be going on a trip. Who or what is around you? Pay attention to who or what is around you. What's on the other side? Making the right connections. Get your ideas going. And they gave us another card. The sixth house. Being in service to other people. Being in service to other people. Something about your destiny, the 10th house is also here. They giving me that. And I see the fourth house, family, your home base. So, what's underneath the fourth house? The second house, your belief systems, what you value. Also something about your resources. So, we're going to keep the second house so I can see that as they talk about it. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending that called us all to be the infinite intelligence breathing. For we are a channel, a conduit, an expression for you to use. An expression of you and a conduit and a channel for you to use to bring your message through. Bring it onto self first and foremost, so that we may be edified, spiritually strengthened, nourished to bear the yoke that is upon our shoulders, and we seek to overflow, that it goes on into your wheat field, that they receive it too, that they be spiritually edified, nourished, and strengthened to bear the yoke you have placed upon them, and then they overflow, and we meet in the middle. Harmony. It's giving be big enough and bold enough to be your full self. Shit, they be acting like you doing too much and you ain't did enough. You could do so much more. They just don't know. That's what I'm getting. And I pray that you be, living your energy to live out loud, to live fully. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let nobody make you feel small or diminish you. You have played small enough. It is time to be your full you. Alpha, Omega. Let these cards speak. Let these cards speak. Being in service unto other people, making the right connections. I'm saying what is good for us. Not what's just good for you, but what's good for us. Ecology check. Good for me, good for you, good for the environment. Let's go. Look, miracles. Let's go. Let's go. People on the move. Have a great day. Great day. It's something with career, because they put in right here your destiny, where you're going, your career. We see 42 miracles, the power of love, investment, gambles, and other games. So definitely be careful of what you invested in, but you are always a safe bet. Investing in you is always a safe bet. What up, Sunflowers, Rose? Thank you so much. Hey, Scapegoat. Don't you move. Coming through. Speak up. See, I said it. Look, they didn't look. Put it right there on top of this. Look, on top. Look, the telephone. Somebody call home. Shit. It's like I told you, you could write a book about that shit. Look at the scroll. You're gonna write a book, a whole motherfucking family book. And Sister was just talking about that on her live. I mean, not her live, but her video. So please check out Intuitive Interactions. As a matter of fact, I'm about to go to her channel and share it to the community page. So if y'all want to check it out, y'all can. Because her message was fire. It was very fire. And I just feel like people need to hear that. La la la. Here she goes. Share to the community page. Fire. I gotta be able to spell, y'all. What is going on with the spelling? Fire message. Check it. So this is the sister. Her message right here. This right here. Yep, she did it. And it's that old school Crisco, like it's that soul food shit, just like here on Tears the Week Tarot show. You know what I'm saying? Where it be like, it starts slow. It's good food. You gotta let them ingredients come together. You just don't walk up in the kitchen and see grandma cooking and she got peppers and onions and shit cut up, and then you be like, thinking it's supposed to be done in a minute. It's not. She got the, cooking on that one quick, but damn it, it's that soul food shit. Just like this. The Crisco got to come out the can and into the pan. And the Alpha and Omega, they do it within. They turn up the temperature. We get to cooking what we cooking up, we don't ever know. It could be a slimmer. It could be like put that shit in a crock pot and let it go all day and fucking fall off the bone. It could be frying some wings and shit, some little fries, something quick. I don't know. They feeding all of us, yo. Okay? So, forgiveness. You so welcome, sis. I love you so much. Thank you so much for your message. When she said, one, they're doing too much, because we had just talked about doing too much, and we got a person's testimony on that shit, and she talked about writing a book, I was like, oh yeah, you talking about speaking and seeing some shit? Oh yeah. Making the right connections, because everybody can't go with you. They just can't. Like, the wheel has changed. Transition today adds up to 13. Do the math, week. It's a transitionary period. You are being separated from people who cannot go with you. And you will be speaking up. You will be saying some shit. And they'll be like, oh, you saying too much. You doing too much. No, I could have said so much more. I could have said way more than what I said. But I think what I said did enough. No, it's something else that we need to say. We thought about it today. We thought about it today. Because we just brought that message to everybody. Like, the devil is in the details. Like, some people don't pay attention to details. Like, some shit just don't make sense. But it would make sense to people who don't know no better, right? So if you're not a person, this ain't no shade to nobody. So wherever you at is where you at. But here's the thing. If you don't know how finances and bank accounts and shit work, a person could tell you something and you believe it. So I told y'all there was this big ass family rumor that my mama stole money from my auntie, which is a fucking lie. My auntie stole money from my mama. They were supposed to split a certain amount of money to take care of their sister who had been hit by a car in an accident. So they were paid out from the insurance company to as a big lump sum payment to the estate, and then they were taking care of her care, home health aid, for the rest of the way. So the two sisters that are in care of their one sister, my mother is over all the estate, the business, the accounts, and all this shit. And then the other one is taking care of the home health aid portion. So the two sisters are caring for the one sister. So when the big payout came out, it was a certain amount paid to them. It was certain held in her estate, which my mother is over the estate. And the other one, they wait for the payments to come in for taking care of the care, whatever. So if it's $30,000, they're supposed to split 15-15. That's the initial payout, right, to establish and get everything set up. 15-15. So if this one sister went to the bank because the money came in and she spent $16,000, did she or did she not spend over half? Yes. Is that the same as stealing? Yes, because you spent somebody else's shit, didn't belong to you. She went and lied and said that my mother stole money from her because she wouldn't got the rest of her money out. $14,000. Well, no, you still owe me $1,000 because you spent my motherfucking money. But here's the kicker. She got that family delusional shit. She got her whole family and kids and grandkids that wasn't even born at the time believing that my mother is a thief, that she's a money hungry bitch, is what she been calling her for damn near 30 years. How the fuck can my mama steal money from an account that her name not on? Does anybody know how bank accounts work? Don't you have to have your name on an account to go make a withdrawal? Now, I could get my brother's account number and I could go put money in his account, but I can't take no money out of his account. I can't make a withdrawal if my name is not on that account. Nope. It wasn't no nefarious shit, guy. If my mother is the conservator over the estate, who you think set up the bank accounts? Wouldn't she have worked with the insurance company and all that shit to set up the accounts? Her name was already on there. And if you put two people name on a bank account, both of those people are equally, they have equal access to the money that's in the account. Now, that means that both people are 50-50 owner if it's two people or they split the interest. She been saying this whole time lying that my mama stole her money. But my mama can't get into a bank account that her name not on. And if they were supposed to split the money 50-50 and my auntie spent 16, then who's the fucking thief? She been telling that shit to people for 30 years. Number 13. Today is the 13th. August 13th. And when you add up 8/13/2026, it breaks down to the number 13, beloved. So that's significant. It's a fucking storm going on. Why is it a storm? Because the same auntie that's been lying like a motherfucker want to be all up in my mama business now, and I told her ass no. I told them that I don't want her in my mama shit. She lying telling me something, I don't do shit for my mama. You a goddamn lie. Why my mama gotta lie? Because your mama is a pathological liar. Sometimes that shit is clinical. Somebody need to go check on my auntie for real, for real. They need to go have her ass checked. I think she under some sort of fucking delusion. Making up victim stories and shit, lying on me and saying that I did stuff to her that I never fucking did. Like I beat her up and put her out my mama's house. I never even did that shit. Never did it. Didn't even fucking happen. I was like, this shit is crazy. Wearing a mask. The mask people wear. You just change that bitch on a daily basis. It's almost like hour by hour. Who the fuck are you? 18. The moon. Like, who are you? I'm telling you, I think somebody need to go check on her for real, for real. She need an evaluation. She need an evaluation. That's what I was saying, like, some people could be like the primary caregiver and they fucking put their whole family under an illusion by telling lies and shit. And then when the person decides to speak the truth, you doing too much, you saying too much, or you become the fucking villain. And that's what we've been personally going through. But it's this time in our life, especially in the season astrologically, it's time for things to end, transition. I'm so over the bullshit. Like, it's like, no. You're not going to continue to lie and scheme and steal and rob and all of this shit and play the victim and just keep getting away with it. Now, if you want to do that shit over there with your people, do that. But you're not going to do it to me and you're not going to do it to my mama. Look, period. So when we did that video telling y'all about why people got a motherfucking lie, we didn't call no names, but they knew who the fuck I was talking about. When I say they was in such an uproar, still is. It's been over a week since we made that video. When I tell you they still passing around that bitch, I said, great, make it go viral. Because how many people got somebody in a family that just, you talking about the person that do the absolute most while not doing shit at all, be telling people they do too much? You don't got to put on all these goddamn masks. You could really just take that bitch off and just be you. You know what I'm saying? But then who would you be? Without twinning, she don't got no identity. And that's the problem. I'm just saying, like, sometimes when you don't have an identity, it's a problem. It was giving me who was Tia without Tamara, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? When they stopped being close like that, one of them damn near lost their motherfucking mind. Like, how the fuck? Who is Tia without Tamara? Who is Tamara without Tia? Somebody might have had a motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my own shit. I want to be me. You know what I'm saying? Most twins don't go until they damn near 60 still wearing the same motherfucking outfit. They don't do that shit. My auntie, that she recently transitioned, they wasn't doing that shit before she got hit in an accident. Now all of a sudden that she need 24-hour care, y'all want to be twinning, twin. She didn't even like that shit. She used to tell my mom all the time, I'm sick of this shit. But they didn't want to hurt old girl feelings. They didn't want to hurt the other twin because you know how she is. Fucking fall out crying and shit. You know, my twin. Y'all ain't did that shit in fucking 20 years, 30 years since y'all, look. Now it's so important. That's what they do? No, it's not. You just made that shit up. That's a mess. You just so happy that she was able to be around so that you could have something to do. You could be a twin again. Monty didn't even like that dressing alike and shit. But they believe it. They believe it. Shame on you. For shame. But that's why people wear the mask. You know what I'm saying? Because up underneath that shit, they should be shame, or maybe they dealing with a lot of shame. And we said that too, like she was shameful for a lot of things that she did. And one lie, and a major lie, it wasn't even a small lie. It was a major lie. Keep lying and lying and lying and lying and lying and lying and lying to cover up lies. When you tell one lie and you don't correct it with the truth and stand and sit in your truth and face it and deal with it, you got to continue to lie to cover it up. That's how you evade accountability, beloved. Crystal, what up? What up, beloved? What up for tapping in? Hey, Daniel. Hey, Consonia. Thank y'all so much. What up, Yolanda? What up, Miss V357? Thank y'all so much. Earth to Wizzy, Scapegoat. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. That's why it's important. You know what I'm saying? Either one, to recognize what you did to a person, and if you want to apologize for what you did. Apologize to them for what you did. You know what I'm saying? And then pay your karmatic debt. We all rack up karmatic debt, right? You could be, collecting debt, or you could have it's giving debts and liabilities, right? Liabilities and assets, basically. If you are doing the right thing, because ain't nobody, fuck, I wear this motherfucking shirt one time, even coming out the store, it might have something on it that I didn't notice. It's not gonna be without blemish. Everybody gonna have something, right? But when you transgress against a person, do first of all, go to the Most High God and find out what you need to do. Like, if you need to go sit in front of that person's face and just really bear and tell and say, okay, this is what has happened, this is what, I'm sorry from my soul, and do everything you can to make it right, then you did what you're supposed to do. Right? Whatever the Most High God tell you need to do that. And I have spent years wiping out karmatic debt, balancing shit out so that my ledger could be good. And we all on our journey. Harvest time, harvest season. Harvest time. I do see this rage coming through. We see self-sabotage beyond that, and worthiness. Are you worthy to harvest? Yes. Somebody needs to know that you paid your karmatic debt. You may have done something, but did you? So do your own reality check. That could be the question. Because I can't tell you, but I'm telling you that somebody have paid their karmatic debt. And sometimes we hold ourselves. If you got standards, you can hold yourself to a higher standard than you hold other people. So you would be giving them forgiveness and you have not forgiven yourself. You may be forgiving people. Like, if I had to took that bland ass apology, like, Okay, girl, it's all cool. One, you didn't acknowledge what the fuck you did, and then you turned around and did the shit that you already know you did. Cause you know in your mind, you know or in your heart what you did to me. But you gave me a bland ass apology. If I had accepted that shit, you know what I'm saying? I didn't accept the apology, but I still forgave her. Because forgiveness is a gift I give myself. You still don't get no access to my motherfucking life. You don't. You don't get no access to my life, period. You may get down to the point where you be like, damn, who the fuck is in my life? Because all these motherfuckers is under some sort of damn delusion. All these people walking around with some sort of entity attachment, wearing masks and shit, don't know how to be they self, can't live in they fullness. Don't let you fuck around and get a goddamn harvest. 43, 7 energy, chariot, you on the motherfucking move. You moving towards your harvest. Van energy. Leveling up. I told you, you moving towards your shit. You are on the move. They touched the phone. So what is that? 11:28? That's 10 and 2 is 12. It might be a delay. 1 and 2 is 3. It is by the power of 3 because they touched the phone, and this is 3 and 9, and that's what? 12. That's 12. Look at the numbers. There's something going on. On this speak up is 33. That's the power of 3. 33 on this speak up. That's the power of 3. That's the Ashanti stool. I learned that from my sister. Royalty. 42 miracles is 6. That's the power of 3. You sitting in this seat. Royalty. And we see soul forgiveness. So somebody may need to forgive themselves. Right? And we were talking about that forgiveness. 28 is 10. Like, let something be done. Like, end it. Where, one, the gift of forgiveness. We just said that. And we also talked about forgiving yourself. Yeah, 25, fearless love. Oshun. Oshun energy. How do you see yourself? Right? What do you deserve? She always give me honey, like dripping, but it's gold. It's giving Midas touch. It's giving a golden child. Or you might have been a black sheep because you looking at everybody else in your family like these motherfuckers got some sort of, they weird. Like, why? No, not even looking at them like they weird. You feel weird about yourself. Like, I don't fit into none of that shit. Like, I'm different. I feel different than that. Why I don't resonate with that? Why I don't connect with that? Certain shit. Yeah, celestial alignment. I told you it's something going on with this alignment. We talked about the planetary alignments. We talked about the retrogrades that are going on, the fucking meteor shower. It's something going on in the cosmos. And we do see betrayal. Shit, they could feel like you, but I know they feel like I betrayed the motherfucking family. Cause you ain't supposed to say all that shit. You said too much. Even if it's motherfucking true, they don't care that it's true. Some of them don't know it's true. But the ones that know it's true, they don't even care so much that it's true. They just mad because I said it. Right? I don't give a fuck. Sometimes it's time to say some shit. You can't heal shit when you keep sweeping it up underneath the rug and letting the motherfucker lie out they motherfucking, I would say teeth, but no. They could be lying through them whether they got them in or out. I don't know. No shade. No shade, though. No shade. No shade. Because we just got our reminder for our dentist appointment. We are doing what we can to hold on to our choppers for as long as we can hold on to them for. Okay, the universal law of gender. Embrace your divine masculine, divine feminine within. Within all creation is the masculine and feminine. The masculine is the aspect of manifesting that implants the seed of fertility. The feminine is the subjective womb of life that births the creation into form. Go Alpha. Every thought is the masculine. That's why I was just getting right. Like, the thoughts must be masculine because that's like, but the manifestation process is feminine. So you must be in your feminine energy to manifest these miracles. One, you already harvesting. So you somebody that knows how to go back and forth between your divine masculine and divine feminine. And maybe you don't even know that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You could be so Father God, Father God, Father God. You may not have come into Mother God, Mother God, Mother God, like pouring into your feminine energy and really needed to balance things out, right? All demonstrations in the 3D realm are the culmination of both. Energetically, all forms are held in perpetuity by universal consciousness. Universal consciousness. Heavy on the consciousness. Be consciously aware. If you conscious that your mama is a pathological liar, then don't get mad when somebody call her out for being a liar. Anywho, by drawing this card, it indicates that your higher self desires to give birth to a new creation, giving birth to a whole new self. Let go of feeling frustrated. Every thought is the masculine impregnating the feminine aspect of universal law and setting it into motion. And that's kind of like what we were getting in terms of like repentance. Like to repent is to change your mindset, is to change how you think and how you behave, beloved. You know what I'm saying? If you don't change your mind on certain shit, you will continue to feel about it the same way. You will continue to do the same shit. And you will get the same type of, you keep racking up the same karmatic debt. And it's given like every time you do it, it's compounding debt. So how much debt you owed for doing one thing is not going to be the same much you owe when you do it again and do it again and do it again. It's like, okay, one, you ain't even paid that shit, so you getting late fees and interest stacked on top of that, and then now you owe somebody else, you owe somebody else, you owe somebody else. This person is giving, I'm hearing now, what is that now? What is it? Is it genuine? Who the fuck that sing that song? Act like you owe me something or owe me back like you owe me rent or some shit like that. Is giving that. Now they say you owe me something. Oh, somebody say they owe me something. Shit, okay. Hold on to that debt then. Let go of feeling frustrated. Each thought is the masculine impregnating the feminine aspect of universal law and setting it into motion. This principle is the confirmation of the ever-giving abundant nature of your creative power. You abundant. You can manifest this harvest. You manifested it before you harvested, and then you're going to do it again, and you're going to harvest again. It's really going to put you in this motherfucking seat from 7 to 7. Week 43 is 7 and 25 is 7. You talking about this right here from this harvest, because whatever it is, if you do what you're supposed to do and invest, you're gonna be sitting like this. Because this, what is this house down here that said to invest? Yeah, your fifth house, taking a gamble, taking a risk, but it's something about investment. Invest your harvest, invest in yourself. See, when you invest, you sowing into something for the long term. It is a risk. It's always a risk with the investments, but you calculate the risk. You think about it. Pay attention to the details. For somebody, I heard the word prospectus. Prospectus. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's knowledge of money and money mechanics, money as a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? And some people know this shit, but they act like they don't fucking know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are a person that carry bank accounts and shit, you know can't nobody just walk up into the bank and just give your name and withdraw money. If they name on the account, then they can go in there and get money. And that means that you guys have signed off, both have ownership over the account. So what's in it, they are part owner. If y'all got an agreement, like this is your portion and my portion, then y'all better put that shit in motherfucking writing. Because you try to go to court over that shit, they gonna tell you something different. That's why my mother didn't even fuss about her sister taking over half of the money. I don't think they had, like went that far, because she probably trusted her like she ain't gonna do that shit. But you would be surprised what a person would do when they ain't never had shit. That's real. They will betray you. Somebody needs to find a mirror or stand in front of a mirror Oshun is carrying a mirror. That's the journaled action. Can y'all see that? Where it says find a mirror. That's betrayal. You can't be betrayed by people who don't know you. They just perpetrated a crime against you. But betrayal is by people that you fucking know. Somebody close. Like, damn, this bitch betrayed me. Yeah. Cause a whole lot of motherfucking grief. A lot of grief. Betrayal and grief. And it's been going on too long. I'm seeing joy behind that. It's giving, oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Speak that shit. Get rid of that negativity. Today is a great day to have a great day. That's what they put in the comments. Did we pin it? Yes, we did. So find a mirror to sit in or stand in front of and do some inner work. Take these motherfucking masks off and look at yourself. For somebody. Advice to the person that did some shit to you, betrayal. If you still dealing with some stuff in yourself, self-worthiness, self-esteem, because you still raking yourself over the coals for some shit that you done fucking repented for, paid your recompense for, you paid your karmic debt, you done forgave other people, but you still working on forgiving yourself, you ain't did that yet, stand in front of the mirror. Take that mask off and see you. See you for who you really are. Release shame. Stand in front of the mirror and do some work. Look beyond your form of the fact in the body. Who do you see? When you take that off, who do you see? What do you tell yourself about yourself? What seeds are you planting into your consciousness? What seeds are you planting? 18, the moon. Can you see yourself? You want to leave this right here? Thank you. I can't see that though. Yeah. Family, home base. Why that look like an acorn? It do. What seeds are you planting? It look like a little acorn, right? Yeah. Look like an oak tree. And it's rooted in 4 corners. It's giving what Sister said. Look. It's definitely something with resources. What are you seeding? Because that's like a bag of coins. What are you seeding? Your beliefs, your thoughts. What do you believe? What do you value? What do you want? The power, the extraordinary power of prayer. And this is Scorpio. Definitely 13. Definitely transformation. That's 13. Prayer is transformational. It can be. Affirmations are better. Like affirm yourself. Maybe transform your prayers into affirmations or combine them in some sort of way to mix it up. You know, we always affirm to ourselves. We don't just like, oh, source, alpha, omega, please give us this. No, we affirm that it's doing this. We give thanks for having done it. Thank you for covering the gap. Thank you for providing patience. I'm so grateful for patience. I'm so grateful for strength. I'm so grateful for nourishment. Like we go through gratitudes. We are grateful for all the things that we are receiving. We are grateful for we know that it's already with us. So we say thank you for it. If I am infinitely abundant and I have everything within me to do what they called me to do for greater that is within that's in the world, then I'm always saying thank you for those things, for I know that I already have it. Inspire others. Neptune energy. You may need to yield to something because they definitely yield some sort of communication because y'all hear the throat chakra just did something. Mercury and Neptune. So I don't know if it was something with this combo because now we see Taurus the bull and your beliefs and the cost of it. Use the most direct way. Direct way to what? To where you going? To fearless love. And Taurus is definitely like that stubborn or bullheaded type of energy. Not that you should be so fixed in your mind where you are rigid, but it's given Don't let nobody stop you. Stay rooted and stay grounded and move forward what you know to be true in your heart and your soul. What has the Alpha Omega revealed onto you? What seeds are you planting in your consciousness? So definitely pay attention to your mindset. They want to get some numbers. Betrayal. And I'm seeing this home base. Yeah, limitless love, fearless love. Limitless love, 750. That's 12 again, which breaks down to 3. Oshun, fearless love. So definitely, and behind that is renewed love. We see 724, which is travel. Then we pick up travel energy. We were talking about the van, like going somewhere, traveling. 724. 2 and 4 is 6, and 7 is 13. That's 13, beloved. Trust fall. Here's 6, 222. Trust fall. Somebody that you could not trust. Somebody has fallen from grace. And we picked that up when, fairly recently. A big decision is coming through. This is 11 and 6 is 17. That's star energy. The steps you must take have been revealed. The choice you need to make presently has already been decided in your heart. And that's what we were getting. Like, get into your heart, get into your soul. Make your choices. That thought come in, it should align with your heart and your soul. If your heart, your soul, your heart, and your thoughts don't align, then wait till you come into alignment. You might need to change your mind. Because your gut gonna tell you, your heart gonna tell you. Right? So you might need to change your mind, and that's repentance. What's your mind doing? Fifth dimensional thinking. You might need to change your mind. You might need to elevate your mind. Come out of that 3D thinking and step up a couple of levels, level up into that 5D thinking. 7 and 3 is 10, which 6 is 16. That's tower moment. That's changing your mind. That's like bringing down a false foundation. It could be static. All foundations, your foundational belief system came from home, beloved. It came from home. It came from your family. It came from your mama and your daddy. Heavy on the mama, heavy on the mama, because your mama is your first teacher. You was in her womb, you studied her environment, she grew you, she pushed you the fuck out, you know what I'm saying? She nursed you, or she fed you, she clothed you, she bathed you, she taught you. Your foundational thinking come from your mama. And if your mom is a pathological fucking liar, she fucked up in the mental some kind of way, your belief system got some shit wrong with it. You got a false foundational belief system. You might need to work through that. And as a responsible adult, you are responsible. As an adult, you get to do that for yourself. You get to do that. Now, if you choose to look around and be like, yeah, I know mama be lying. She just mama. You know what I'm saying? And just turn and look the other way. Then you holding up the delusion, Ashe. But you can't expect everybody else to. Somebody gonna say that shit. Everybody ain't gonna react like you. Infinity, 818. That's 1617. That's star-ass energy. With the sun, somebody gonna say that shit. Maybe my boyfriend does believe in the fact that the Alpha and Omega made everything in creation, and that it can use anything it wants to communicate with us. Everything is an expression, which is communication of it. Maybe that, Jose. Maybe that's what it is. And we appreciate the Most High God using you to do whatever the fuck you do. So we're going to give you more time to go do it. Thank you. See what I'm saying? Like how people sit around and engage in shit that they just know. If it ain't your thing, then don't be the fuck over here. I don't give a fuck about what you saying, sir. It ain't gonna stop nothing about what we doing. You just, yeah, major change. Go change your fucking life. And didn't we say that it was a major change time right now? Like something major is changing. 15 is toxic energy. 13 is transition. A major change is happening. Major. Get your mindset right. And ain't that what we've been talking about? But this fucking card thingy. Alpha Omega. Let these cards speak. They don't speak. We've been saying get your mind right. We literally were saying that when we said somebody might need to change the way that they think. They might need to move from 3D thinking to 5D thinking. Trying to level up your mindset with the card that's already out here that say level up. But cards don't speak. You see what I'm saying? So many people be trapped in their own mindset because they got some sort of false foundational belief system that everything that the Most High God can do was written in one book. No, your family fooled you. Your family was fooled and they passed that shit down. It's generational. Maybe if you go travel to other places, you know what I'm saying, and you get into other cultures. And I was thinking about that too. Like some people, and this is not no shade to nobody, but this is real facts. If you don't ever come out of where you're at, out of your environment, and you don't move around and you don't see how other people live, how they engage, experience other cultures, then you will be stuck in some sort of frame of mind that's very limited. You will see the world through this, right? Like, and it's crazy because we got this eye open and this one closed, and it's like trying to peek, it's like all fucked up. The one thing that we were grateful for is that, well, out of many, but one of the major things that we are grateful for is like we were able to be in a career where we just found another job, or we transitioned with our job to a whole nother state. So we left Michigan, we went to Arizona, we lived there for years. Then we left Arizona, we went to California, we lived there for years. We left California, we went to New York, we lived there for years. You get to be around different people and different cultures, like really settle roots. Get into the flow. And I'm talking about, living, shopping, eating, the way that you do recreation. All of those things make a difference. Just because you go on a trip, like a few days here, a few days there, yeah, you saw it, but you didn't really get a chance to experience it, to become saturated or permeated by the culture of it. Not enough to have a major change or a major shift in your life. If anything, it may have given you a little taste, a little bite, so it might have changed your appetite. Now you have an appetite for travel. You have an appetite to see and go and do those things, but you kind of had some curiosity before you left. But it's a difference to go and settle somewhere else, to develop a whole different way of life. You have to figure out who you are away from your home base. You get to really redefine yourself. That's why I said my auntie don't got a fucking identity outside of being a twin. She don't know who the fuck she is. You know what I'm saying? You never had a chance to develop who you are as a fucking person. Most twins want to have some sort of separate identity. They get over the twinning shit. And they be like, look, bitch, I don't want to do the whole dressing alike. And I want, my name is not Twin. My name is fucking Tia. That's Tamara. You know what I'm saying? They want to establish their own personal identity. It is something mental when your whole identity is wrapped around twinning. You cannot separate your fucking self. You have no sense of self. You got no fucking persona. That shit is weird as fuck to me. Somebody need to go check on my auntie. I feel like she need a test or some shit. I'm so serious. It's funny, but it's serious. I'm serious as a heart attack. Somebody need to go check on that. Because the delusion is ridiculous. I'm sure y'all got somebody in there in bravery. Like, it's no bravery. You got to have courage. Courage. It's a different level of courage. When I went to Arizona, me and my husband went at the time, right? And then we got divorced and I stayed there in Arizona. And then I moved to California by myself. And then I moved to New York by myself. It takes a level of courage. Some people cannot travel by themselves. They can't take trips by themselves. Some people haven't got to the point to go to the movies or out to dinner by themselves. So break it all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Like where you don't feel safe. And a sense of safety comes from your home base. It comes from how you were raised. It comes from family. If you don't feel safe in the world if you don't feel safe with yourself, if you don't feel safe with other people. Like, you could be locked in, trapped within you. And then it would be like, it's like you need to go back and deal with the childhood trauma. What happened to you, or what was there, or what wasn't there, and learn how to repair it, to give it to yourself, to break down the confines of that false foundation that was established, and allow yourself to repair. I mean, one, go through the crumbling. The crumbling is difficult. The crumbling is difficult. Hey, Jean, thank you so much for tapping in. The crumbling is hard. It's not easy. It's not easy to be like, okay, to one, recognize and acknowledge that I have mother issues, that I have father issues. Every person generally has something with their parenting that they don't feel was appropriate or adequate. Like, they feel like something was missing. They could have had more of this or less of that. Right? It's always going to be something. Even if you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you still going to have something that you feel like they could have done differently. You are being called to address those things within yourself and within your own family, your branch of the family tree. How will you change things? Right? So, do you allow yourself to sit there and go through that? Do you need to issue forgiveness onto parents? For somebody, you might. You know, they were who they were. They're not perfect people, right? They're just people. And I say that about my auntie, but shit, my grandparents were toxic. So they did not necessarily have a motherfucking blueprint, you know what I'm saying? And no parent does. Being a parent doesn't come with a rule book. You know, and so some shit is generational trauma, and each person is trying to respond to that trauma the way that they feel or think is the right way to do it. Even if it's distorted, even if they know what they're doing is not right, that's how they responded. They are off balance, out of alignment. Mind, heart, and soul do not agree. Yes, we're all supposed to improve. Right. And you would want your kids to be better than you. Yeah. No toxicity. It's like purging it from the family. That's 5 and 5. That's 10. Allowing something to end. Detoxify your relationships. Your angels want you to remove toxic patterns from your relationships, and it takes a lot of bravery. And we didn't put it on the table; we put it back in the deck, and they just split it. Cards don't speak. You know what I'm saying? But 682, that's 16. That's Tower moment. That's the Tower in the tarot. My little silly cards, yo. They don't believe, you know. Thank you to the Most High God. They said what they said. You might be a fucking light worker, 911, fucking emergency. You done spoke up and said some shit and upset your whole damn family. Faith Field, 811, that's 10 again. Stepping Stones, 1, 2, 3, that's 3 and 3, that's 6. How can you move towards peace if you continue to uphold the bullshit? 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving. If you invest in toxicity, then you will get toxicity. If you invest in the bullshit, that's what you're gonna get. And I got a no bullshit thing. You know, I don't want to do bullshit. I don't eat pieces of shit for breakfast, because what the fuck is the basis? I'm just saying. We like nice shit. I wouldn't give a fuck. I could go to breakfast today and get a whole bunch of silver dollar pancakes. I'm gonna eat 4 silver dollar pancakes. The rest of them bitches is going in the freezer. We're gonna whip them right on out. Why buy fucking frozen pancakes from the grocery? I just got them from the motherfucking restaurant. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Lemons and shit. And limes. If I squeeze them and get the juice out, I'm going to cut them peels up and dehydrate them. And now they can go in a cocktail or something, in a tea. Use what you got. Resources. How are you investing? Make the most out of your shit. Be responsible, because you are able to respond, beloved. You don't just have to react. You can respond. And a response takes thinking. Get your mind right. That's what that is. And some people don't understand that when they invest in toxicity, that's what they get out. But they don't see the toxicity everywhere around them. I was thinking about that, like, my auntie, not the same auntie, told me when I was young, I was like, 20, 20, 21, 20, 21, something like that. Um, Got my little income tax, had my little first place and all this shit. Went to Art Van. So if anybody know about Art Van in Michigan, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. Art Van was like one of the motherfucking, it was like, it was Ashley Stewart before Ashley Stewart. It was Living Spaces, kind of like that. Go up in Art Van, put my little furniture in the layaway. Cause yeah, I had to put my shit in the layaway. Italian leather burgundy was the color of these pants. Beautiful Italian leather couch. Had these marble, sand marble tables. Got the one that go behind the couch, like the sofa height, in the the cocktail table, and had these two lamps and a little pedestal. That was the living room. When I say I had that set from for, I want to say, at least until I was 30, because we didn't move to Arizona until I was 30, and we sold it and it was still in mint condition. Tables didn't have no chips on it. Like if it did, it was very, very small. No, maybe one, but no chips, no shit, no tears in the leather, no nothing. Like when I say pristine, sold it. And it went towards the estate selling because we was moving out of state. When you invest in good things and you take care of it, you are a steward, you know what I'm saying? You are a caretaker over that, then it pays you back. It pays you back. Now I know so my auntie gonna tell me, because I had a daughter, like, you don't want to buy that type of furniture, she gonna tear your shit up. I said, no, she ain't. No, she ain't. No, she ain't, because she know. Mm-mm. She not gonna tear it up at all. And I could put my stuff on the table, my little knickknacks and shit. I could go get things that I had that sat on that table that I still have right now today, beloved. She ain't gonna tear it up because she know better. It's all about how you train them up, how you teach them. My auntie that's the liar, that's been lying and talking about everybody else so money hungry and shit. When I say, I ain't, this is no shade. No shade to nobody. It's just for comparative analysis. How you would see the spirit and how it returns back onto a person. Right? Never had no new furniture. Never got none until her kids brought her and her husband. Because she been married forever. Right? So, put a pin in that. Husband and everything. Never had no new furniture. All that shit always mismatched. Anywho, um, when her kids bought her furniture, I think for their anniversary or some shit, or Christmas, or they bought them a fucking living room set. Why within a couple months that shit was infested with either bed bugs or fleas and they had to get rid of it? The next set that I remember seeing, because I don't go over there that often, so I can't, but I'm just jumping through the scenes that I see. The next set was like a vinyl kind of leather set, and that shit is peeling. It ain't within months. It was peeling. I got a thing this morning. The spirit said something to me like, I kept seeing the word infested, 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 infested. Not only do I feel like it's a negative spirit, the spirits that she carries, but it's this infestation of the spirit. It's something that has been spreading, and of course, that delusion through family members. It's like, how do you rid yourself of this infestation? Like, how do you get rid of the toxicity? How do you detoxify? 10. How do you get rid of it? How the fuck do you get? I've never heard that before. And I know people, you know, end up with pets and your dog or something might get fleas or they put flea collar on them. But I never heard of somebody having to get rid of their furniture because it was infested with fleas. Bed bugs. Even if you got bed bugs, you know what I'm saying? Because my daughter went to a secondhand store and she brought back something and she ended up getting bed bugs in her room. But we ended up doing the whole upstairs of our house and we got rid of it. We didn't have to fucking pay $3,000 to have our house tinted. My uncle who came in clutch. If you ever get bed bugs or if you feel like you might get 90%, like the 91% alcohol, kill them. We got one of them goddamn pumping spray things like how you do for the yard and the weeds and shit. Filled that bitch up with 91% alcohol and took everything out. You know how you gotta bag up the clothes, you gotta do everything in high heat to make sure it ain't no eggs and shit. Taped up all the fucking outlets so that they ain't got nowhere to run and sprayed that whole carpet and all. When I say we never seen another bed bug period, did not have to pay. Cause I was crying like, Uncle, oh my God, this is what it is. And when they charging me this and I had the estimates, he said, let me tell you how to get rid of them. Did that shit. Never seen not nan one of them. Nan one. Didn't have to get rid of all our furniture. Didn't have to get rid of the beds and mattresses. I did throw some sheets away because that shit was gross. But all the rest of that shit, yeah. Yeah, when you know what to do, hey sis. Okay, I appreciate you, Life Mantra Tarot. We do got to shout out to Sister Circle. But it's something about like knowing how to rid your shit of toxicity. Some people don't know. Some people like get an infestate, they just infested. That's what Spirit said. Mercury, you done said some shit. I told you. It's something about this damn communication, this damn telephone, this scroll, this shit. The fifth house, but I'm feeling Mercury. That's that communication. Mercury went direct and it's giving direct communication. Direct communication. It's giving like the shit that should have been said is now being said. Your words carry the potential to heal, inspire, and illuminate the minds and hearts of those around you. Your words can also tear somebody the fuck up. Like you got people mad as hell for telling the truth. If you are a true speaker, oh yeah, they pissed at you. That's okay. That's okay. Somebody had to do it. 911, light worker. 911. Call it 911. You a light worker. You are being called upon to do what? To detoxify your relationships. To detoxify your relationships. Some people so damn delusional, they be talking about something like, I ain't fucking with that bitch, so what? You ever been around people who act like because they don't mess with you like it's the end of your motherfucking world, bitch? No, it's not. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? You don't mess with me. So? Oh my God. Really? I just told y'all I didn't live around this bitch for like 16 motherfucking years. I don't give a shit about somebody not messing with me. Roll them on my motherfucking own bravery. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference when you need a whole bunch of people to be around you. Then those people are not around you, then you crumble. You don't know what the fuck to do. No, when you are able to stand in your sovereignty and walk on your own, you know what I'm saying? Again, look at that clear voice, speaking and shit. You already living in your prosperity. You already listening to your gut, clear cognizance. Spirit said it's time for you to have healthy love relationships. Detoxify that shit. Thank you. Don't you think that when I said what I said, I already knew what it was going to do? It was going to detoxify all that shit. Right place at the right motherfucking time, beloved. When you start saying what you're supposed to say and you get rid of some shit, not only do you release what's on you, that heaviness, right, that you're carrying, forgive yourself for maybe carrying it way too long, right, and then move the hell on. Confident. brave, confident. You don't something. Look, hold your head up high. Don't worry about that shit. Bye, bye, haters. Good, good, good. Cellular upgrade, leveling up, no toxicity. You need to purge the body, purge your relationships, purge your environment. I welcome the process of cellular renewal and upgrade, restoring my body to its original divine blueprint of perfection. Yo, the false foundations and the false programming keeps you from operating in your original divine blueprint. You did not know as a babe. That's my sister. I'm gonna have to call her back in a minute. Um, as a baby and while you were being programmed, you knew things, but you were taught something different, right? You knew things, but you were taught something different. Most babies have a thing with mind. They think everything belongs to them. All of this is my shit. This is me. You have to teach them to share, right? So I kind of returned back to that mindset. I know I gotta share, but all this belong to me. You know, most I got put all this for here for us. All this is here for us. What? Everything is here for us. What do you mean it's not? Now I gotta discern, what's healthy, what's good and what's not, and I get to pick and choose what I want. But I ain't broke. Daily choices. I get to pick and choose what I want. Daily choices on a daily fucking basis. I get to choose how I invest. I get to choose, what I choose. You get to choose what you choose. It's your choice. Every day. So I get to choose to do however I do. Whatever level I'm fucking on. I'm leveling up. I'm on my level. Ain't that what that mean? I'm on my level. You ain't got to speak about it. Just do it. Whatever the fuck level you on. That's what the level you on. Somebody tell you doing too much, you saying too much, you being too much. No, I'm on my level. I'm doing what the fuck I'm doing. And if you ask me my opinion about what I'm doing, I would tell you that I'm not doing enough. Shit. Cause see, my level ain't everybody else's motherfucking level. You think I'm doing too much because I'm doing way more than what the fuck you're doing. So you feel like that's too much. It's perspective. It's relative. It's fucking relative. Is a glass half full or is it half empty? I can still say it's half full. Like, damn, I still got a half a glass left. This is so good. I'm grateful I got a half a glass. And somebody could be like, damn, it's almost halfway gone. What is your perspective? Now, in actuality, since I filled the glass up and I drank half out, it's half empty. But I'm grateful for the fact that it's still half full. I'm grateful for the fact that we can go make some more. Just saying. Spiritual guidance is coming through. Spiritual guidance. Attune to the frequency of the higher self and your spiritual guides, receiving truth and clarity from beyond the physical world. You are a light worker. And you come to bring some sort of major change. You could be changing the minds of people. Like, just your change of mind is changing some shit. Changing your own mind and breaking the programming is changing some shit. You're going to save some shit. You detoxifying relationships. You definitely are ending something. Life is a never-ending loop, infinity. You're not scared. You know what I'm saying? Scared, you brave. A lot of people get scared because they don't know what's going to happen when this life is over, when they transition. But life is the only thing. You are always living. You just live in a different way. If you transition from this state, Michigan, where I'm at, to Arizona, to another state, you transform from living in this state to another state. When you transition out of the physical, right, you transition from living in this state to living in another state. It's the same thing. You just live a different way. Before you came into the physical, you were living in the spirit. Spirit always comes first. Your soul came from somewhere and it incarnated into a physical body. Your soul has a body. So it lived in that state. Now it lives in this state and it will transition out of this state and live in another state. You never cease to exist. You are immortal. So anybody that have that false foundation, like you question your immortality, then you have a conflict regarding what spirit is. It's whole, it's complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. In the 3D, we get the ability to experience individuality. That's why most twins don't like to continue twinning. Because they have their own individual soul. They have their own individual spirit. Their spirit is not the same. It remembers that they're different, that they're separate, that they're two individualized people, even if my vessel, my face look the same. Releasing ritual. So you definitely are detoxifying. I release all stored negative emotions, trauma, and energetic blockages from my physical and spiritual being. Release it from your physical and spiritual being. What have you taken on? Align action. Bring your actions into alignment. You got a decision to make. Clear your mind. Get into your sovereignty. And again, understand what healthy love is and true friendships. What does that mean? If your pattern, your first foundation, your programming was set up in toxicity, then this is a time that a lot of people are being called to detoxify, to reestablish. And a lot of that means that you may be speaking up and saying something. It can be time for things to change, a major change. And your words can inspire and heal and illuminate. And that illumination will piss people off. People go through an enlightenment. They don't always be happy about it. They don't always accept the fact that now that something has been exposed or brought to light. Space clearing. Clearing fucking space is what I'm getting. Sacred sleep. So you could rest. You could rest. What's been going on that don't even allow people to sleep or allow you to sleep? We see abundance. Who the fuck can't sleep because your ass got abundance? But you need to clear it. Not only are you abundant here, but you're going to be abundant here. And the way it's being cleared. Not only do I feel you leveling up and people being removed from your life, detoxifying, right? Releasing. And it's something about your daily choices and how you are making your choices. It is choosing to release. It is choosing to remove the things that are no longer good for you. Thank you, Cosmic Wisdom. Okay, self-compassion, though. Hold that. And see, Soul Tribe. You definitely are going to be in alignment with new individuals. But some of the people that are around you in your Soul Tribe, they just not. They were who they were, and you needed to do what you needed to do. A lot of people calling. Look, fire energy, Aries energy. Right, definitely Emperor masculine thoughts and shit. We read that. And we see retrograde. So something in this retrograde is heavy. I definitely felt Saturn. That Saturn retrograde. Look, Sun, Leo energy. Look at this. You talking about fire. You talking about strength. You talking about bravery. That's brave. We said the sun is illuminating. Right? And some people don't have the bravery to face the light. They can't face the sun. Some people still believe that if you look at the sun, you're going to go blind. You radiate with inner light, confidence, and authenticity. And they said confident. You radiate with inner light, confidence, and authenticity. Just as the sun lights up the sky, your presence brightens the lives of those around you. So some people can't stand to look at the sun. They think they'll go blind. You know, but it is a thing with stargazing to help reset your circadian rhythm, right? To put you back in balance. You know, feeding your system in a whole nother way. You are a star being. You are a light being. right? You eat the sun. You eat the sun. Everything that we eat, our bodies, when you get down into the cells and how you extract the power out of your food, they are working to extract the light out of your food. That's real shit. Retrograde energy. What are you bringing back? Appearing to move backwards while you moving forward? That shit look like magic. But it's saying to revisit the past. Revisit the past and reconsider your choices, daily choices, and plan your path forward, aligned actions. It's not about setbacks, but it's about an opportunity to introspect and to grow. It's a time for introspection. It's a time for growth. Leo energy, look, Libra and North Node, balance some shit out. Even justice, but it's definitely balancing. Weighing your heart against the feather of truth. Your heart is supposed to be lighter than that. Can you sit in the truth? Some people can't sit in the truth. They can't face the truth. They can't sit in it. They can't sit with it. So when somebody say it, they be sick about it. Be sick because you still know the truth. Balance that shit out. Justice. Light worker. 911. Somebody so sick they damn near need an ambulance. Having a fucking heart attack. Heart so heavy. Need to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Solar eclipse. Didn't we just say solar eclipse energy is heavy, and we still in a retrograde solar eclipse meteorite, type of energy, planetary alignment. Solar eclipse was just yesterday, 8/12. Allow the eclipse's energy to support your growth as you shed old patterns, release what no longer serves you, and step into the fullness of your potential. Do all the shit. Do all the shit. How is doing everything you supposed to be motherfucking doing too much, beloved? You still ain't did enough. If I ain't did it all yet, I damn sure ain't did enough. If I ain't did it all, then I can't be doing too much. I can't be doing too much. How can I do too much when I ain't even did it all yet? Doing too much would be doing all mad and somebody else's. Now that is too much. Somebody might need to get their shit right. I told you somebody need to go check on my auntie. She got, so I'm going to send some, I don't know. I do. I be feeling like I might need to send somebody over there to check on her. You know what I'm saying? I can't go over there. I can't go over there. Pisces. And she's a Pisces. Somebody need to go check on her. I'm serious. They need to check on her. Look, didn't I say infection? Infestation. I'm not fucking lying. You embody the essence of empathy and infection. I don't know if that was a typo, but damn it, that shit is funny to me, yo. Told you some shit infested over there. They infested with some sort of family delusion. But it was something that was put on a lot of people in the family. Every family has some sort of family delusion. It's some shit that they hold up. People know about it, but they are complicit in maintaining the mask, maintaining the the family look, the family persona, right? And they hold it up no matter what it's doing to people that's inside. The mindset is like, we got to keep this up. We are the these, we are the that. If you are the Smiths, if you are the Jones, you know what I'm saying? We are the Jones. You got to keep it up because we are Jones. This is your family name. This is your family creed. I remember I met this guy that showed me his family crest 17 times, and we had only been sitting next to each other for a good 45 minutes. Sir, why do you keep showing me your family crest? I don't care nothing about that. But it's something about a family name. That's what that just look. I'm trying to, but that's my daddy name. My daddy, they got my daddy blood on it. The name stays home. The name stays home. It's something about that family name shit. You know what I'm saying? But what the fuck happens when that shit is fucking tainted and everybody fucking know what it is? Most of them, right? They know. They are under some sort of fucking illusion. That's right, Jen. God bless the child that got his own. Go, Miss Billie Holiday. Sovereignty. God bless the child that's got his own. Yeah, the universe. Divine masculine energy in earth is coming through. We did talk about divine masculine energy with the thoughts that's seeding your mind, right? You can birth, right? Come into alignment. The universe is here. Embrace your role as a co-creator. You are a co-creator. You can manifest your reality through your thoughts, your inner thoughts, and actions you express. What are the actions that you express? Embrace your role. If you are a co-creator, what are you creating? What are you thinking? These are the thoughts. This is the seeds that is the fertilizer. You are infinitely fertile, right? But your seeds have to be, you know what I'm saying? How I fucking go? I got eggs. It's giving a cosmic egg. And that egg has to be fertilized. Y'all know what I'm saying? The divine masculine fertilizes that egg. So if your thoughts as the divine masculine fertilizing the cosmic egg, which is self, because I can birth anything. I am infinite. Within me, I already have the ability. I was born with the ability to birth. It's giving divine feminine. Where are the divine feminine cards? Earth energy. Embrace it. Embrace sustainable practices that honors Earth's rhythms, and let your choices, again, daily choices, reflect deep reverence for the environment that sustains all life. And we kind of talked about choices and stewardship and shit. You know what I'm saying? We kind of mentioned that. Like, we learned very early. One of the prominent masculines in our life, my stepdad, who's with us, he taught my mom, but she used to buy stuff that lasts anyway. She never bought. It was simple, but it was never cheap, right? She knew that if she made the investment, even if it took her a little while to pay for it, then it would last for years, right? Yeah, Lakshmi, the lady of the lotus born. So, now, why did I say Lakshmi? That does not say Lakshmi. That's crazy. So, she's speaking, Yeshi is here, right? But the lady of the lotus born. And I'm picking up the lotus like Michelle from Life Mantra Tarot, that is birthed, at night. Like, it grows through the darkness. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. You definitely are an enlightened one. But my mother always bought and invested in quality shit because she knew it would last. And she taught us to take care of it. That's why I told my auntie when I was buying quality stuff, like, my daughter not going to tear it up, because we were taught how to take care of things, to be a good steward over it. That's that principle of stewardship. I learned that from my stepdad and from my mom. Like, why keep buying something over and over and over again? You're going to end up spending more money. But if you buy it, make the initial investment up front, then it will last you. It will last you. And I have things, like I said, that we invested in and we still got those things. It's like, for years. I know they looking at my tripods and stuff because I was being cheap with that. And so now I got 1, 2, 3 tripods over there that don't work. I can't even piece all 3 of them together to make one. Ended up having to buy some different stuff. But yeah, look, the goddess of magic. Isis coming through. The goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred. And it's something with that. So somebody may need to heal their root and sacral chakra. It's something with sexual energy. My pleasure is prayer that brings me back to life. So if you are disconnected, if you have something going on with self, with body, and maybe for somebody I don't, if I trigger you, then, I pray for your ability to manage through this trigger. It's triggering you to say that there's something there that still needs to be addressed, that needs to be healed. So if you were a person that experienced some form of SA, especially in young life or anytime during your life, you may need to heal that. The saint of authenticity. Definitely picking up this paper. You could write a book about something, right? But it's saying, I am my authentic self in all circumstances. Be your authentic self. I thought this was water. What did we get on our pants? Anywho, the mystic of divine love. Love is divine and I am nothing except love. You are love. And that mystic is coming through. So you definitely light worker energy. Enlightened. A light worker. Yeah. And I was so mad because I did buy a car, right? My car had went out. I had it for a long time though. It was the first car I bought from a car lot. It ended up being a lemon. We almost perished in that car. We was ended up being in a really bad accident. Um, and then I went to the car dealership. It was a used car, but it was a certified used car. So, and it came with a warranty and all that shit. First car note. So, kept it, paid it off, everything. And then when it finally died, it had a crack in the head gasket. I probably could have got the head gasket fixed for how much I paid for the next car, which turned out to be a lemon, right? And so that taught me a lesson. A lot of people that do that, they'll be like, "Oh, my motor just went out," or my head gasket cracked. Instead of doing that, they'll go spend $2,000-$3,000 on another lemon, and it comes with another bag of problems. So we learn not to do that. Just invest in fixing what we got. But yeah, that card went out on us too. We were so mad. But that was the lesson that we learned. So now we have the car that we have. We got it. We paid it off. We've been car note free for 2 years. I mean, not 2 years. A year and some change. It was a year in May. We finally paid it off. And we glad because people who know, we have an electric car. We have a Tesla, but we got it in 2019. It was a 2020, so it's paid off. Like I said, it's done, and now we are at the rate of return, right? The rate of return. No gas. So as gas is fluctuating across the country, $4 in some places, $7 in other places, we don't worry about that shit. Like, even if we can't charge in the garage because something is going on and we have to go to a charger station, then it's like $13. 13. I'm good with that, and it don't add nothing to the light bill. I don't even see it. We use 4% more electricity than the average family in the neighborhood, and I think I'm pretty much the only Tesla that I seen on my block around here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause you need to have a warranty or something. Look, the goddess of sanctuary, and look, the mother of the universe, Kali. Ooh, that's that death energy. 13. Today is 13. Not only is it 813, but 813-2026 breaks down to the number 13. And the death and transition storm is down here. Oh, yeah. The mother of transitions. You want this one too? Yeah, the goddess of sanctuary. And look, don't you see how she got that victory wreath at the top of her head? She's giving victory. No matter where I am, I'm home. And we talked about this. We said, thank y'all so much for hanging out so long. I appreciate y'all. Now, if you got to go, take a seat with you. I appreciate you. No matter where I am, I'm home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Were you born on Friday the 13th? I think Michelle was too. Life Mantra Tarot. No matter where I am, I'm home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. I can travel, I can roam, I can go. I can go. Because home is where the heart is. And my heart is always with me. That's the sanctuary. No matter where I am, I'm home. And then we say Lakshmi. Look, here she is. Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. That's what we were saying. I was like, that's got to be significant. The saint of spoken words. We speak some motherfucking words. Mercury, the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes prayer. I am the author of my own story. Hello, that's somebody writing their own story. Look, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. Let your heart lead the way. The path of love is true abundance. True abundance. The path of the heart is true abundance. What your heart do? What your heart do? People don't know the cosmic egg. Come on, because that's what made us pick up the deck. Was it not? That we got another split here, so we're going to check that out. The Black Madonna. Y'all better quit playing Our Lady of the Hermits. Who in hermit season? I don't give a fuck about being in the hermit. Okay? I transform my pain and suffering. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. A greater capacity to love. Here in shit. That's a heart, the poetess. I thought that was a scale. The cosmic egg, the divine feminine. That's what we picked up. They read that in the book. They said that your thoughts, they fertilize the egg. Your thoughts are the masculine. You are the feminine. Y'all, and just to break it down to your biology, right? You born with that. You have your ovaries. I hold the universe within me. I am a force of ever expanding love. I hold the universe within me. The whole universe. I hold the universe within me. Do you understand what that means? Did they not pull out the universe card? You hold the universe. Embrace your role as a co-creator and manifest your reality through what? The thoughts and inner thoughts. What are your inner thoughts and actions you express? Some people may understand their thoughts, but do they understand your inner thoughts? What's the thought behind that thought? Let's talk about it. What's the thought behind that thought? What are you really thinking? The Black Madonna. And if you know, then you know. If you know who the Black Madonna is, then you know something. Make you question your whole motherfucking reality. The apostle of the apostles. It ain't Mary Magdalene. It ain't, what is that? Mary and Joseph. It wasn't Mary and Joseph. The Black Madonna. Mary Magdalene is the person that was with the messenger, supposedly. Or was she the messenger? I'm just saying. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. That was the message. That's what's in the Gnostics. Joan of Arc, a warrior of light. So it is a Gnostic Bible that's like right here. Tapping my finger on it. I don't know if y'all can see that. You probably can't. Right here. It's a Gnostic Bible. And in the Gnostic Bibles, it talks about how the messenger was supposedly leaving the church or the message, because it wasn't the church. It was how was the message supposed to be carried through? Like, what was the message to be continued? They supposedly had conversations with Mary Magdalene, which is why her book is not in other books, saying that the message is simply this: you are fully divine and you are fully human. That you are to balance your two selves, not to be a fragmented self, but your divine self always exists. It is immortal. And your divine self, the spirit self, is having a human experience. That was the message. You don't need saving when you understand there's nothing to save yourself from, to be saved from. But they did not put that message in the book. It also talks about the strife with the other apostles, like Paul and Peter, who felt like a woman should not have been privy to those types of things, according to that book. Yes. So, it just depends on what you believe. If you are living in another culture, then you're going to hear the same story of that messenger in other times, in other cultures, well before that one story was written. So how do you get down to the beginning of what was what is what is what? Sometimes it's like, how do you get down to the origin? What is the origin story? You can't say some shit all the way at the fucking end and be like, everybody that came before me was a counterfeit. That don't make sense. Everybody that came before me, I'm telling you, I'm Lati. All them other bitches that said they was Lati, they not Lati. I'm Lati. But I'm the youngest. No. And some people use that as a proof. You can't use something to prove itself. You need an outside source. You need an outside source. You need something to compare it to. Analysis, something to give it credibility. Where is that? So even in a state, like I said, bring it back to the microcosm, which is our family testimony to Terrell. If you got somebody that's been in the family lying and lying and lying and lying and lying, spreading this fucking toxic ass message, infesting the fucking family with it, you have to have a comparative analysis. You got to step outside of that shit to get something to figure out whether the story or what that they're saying is actually credible or not. And when you start picking apart the pieces and paying attention to the details, you'll be like, that shit don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Compare that to your own life. I know how certain shit work. You know? Now, if somebody get a hold of my information and they commit fraud, then, and they take money from me, the bank is going to change my card number. They're going to restore my money because that money is insured by the FDIC. They're going to put my money back in there and make me whole. So if somebody supposedly went into your bank account without your motherfucking knowledge, you could definitely say, hey, this person came in and robbed me, and they would give you your motherfucking money back. That's how that shit go. But people who never dealt with real bank accounts, they don't fucking know. And that's not no shade to nobody. It's a lot of people that never dealt with bank accounts. They don't know that. So if I told you that and you don't have any knowledge of how it worked, then you might believe that. I would be taking advantage of the fact that you don't know. Yes. Yes. Yes, Jen. And a lot of people suffer from religious trauma. The cosmic egg, the divine feminine, within you, you hold the entire universe. You are a universe unto yourself. Do you know the way that the universe shine and sparkle and the shit that it creates? You supposed to do it big. Everything that you supposed to do, do it. Do that shit. Do it big. Do it to the motherfucking fullest. So don't ever let nobody tell you doing too much. If you haven't done everything that you set out to do, then it ain't no in the fuck you did too much. How could you? How could you? How could you do too much when you still got shit left to do? Just saying, let's get it. I feel like we gonna get ready to wrap it. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. We be trying to keep it short. It just don't be happening. Fluidity. Go with the flow. Be fluid. Self-worth. Yeah, improve your self-worth. How the fuck can I be doing too much and not doing enough? We put it back in there. That worthiness card. Invoke your self-worth. You a divine feminine energy. Your words inspire. You can heal. You got the whole universe inside of you. Divine mystic of love. Apostle to the apostles. You know that you are a bridge between heaven and earth. If you are a bridge between spirit and the 3D, you have the ability to anchor things from the spirit into the physical. That's 5D thinking. Change your mindset. Level up. You worth it. Self-care. You worth it. Why do other people care so much about how you care for you? If you fucking like to smell like little Valentinos or little Versace's and that's what the fuck you get, then damn it, why the fuck do people care about how you care about yourself, beloved? Don't you think that they not doing enough for themselves and doing too much about worrying about you? I feel like they are lacking in self-care for themselves. If a person got time to be hating on what we doing for ourselves, then they not doing enough for themselves. So again, I'm not doing too much. You just not doing enough. Your attention is somewhere where it should not be. And it costs. Your attention got a cost to it. You got to pay attention, we. That shit got cost. It ain't free. See, stinginess. Challenge with that shit. Clear it. So, just because it's simple don't mean it's not a fucking investment. Don't be stingy with yourself. You could be simple, but you invest in you. You are the greatest investment to make, right? Love in reverse. Invoke the love. Light on voluntary escape. If you are a light worker, work your light. You supposed to shine bright. That's light. That's the L in love. You are light. Here. On Gaia. You got power. I got the power. Right? Wisdom. Learn some shit, because I would feel like it was damn near in reverse, beloved. Become wise. Everything that you go through is supposed to teach you. It's supposed to grow you. You're on a pathway to wisdom, and the wisdom is the pathway to peace. Self-love, again. So these cards ain't saying nothing. They ain't saying nothing, right? Alpha, Omega. Let these cards speak. Let the cards speak. Everything belongs onto the source that made all things. Why they can't use it? Abundance, okay. They didn't say that either, did they? No, they didn't say that, Lottie. They didn't say that you was infinitely abundant. They didn't say that you was getting ready to harvest. And that's down here in the beginning, that you finna go through a whole level up. And once you go through this level up, you gonna be sitting like this. Sitting pretty. They didn't tell you that. Fearless love. How many times did they just bring out love? They didn't say that you was love. They didn't tell you self-love. They didn't tell you that. Or did they? Or did they? Cosmic egg, divine feminine energy, self-compassion, right? Generosity. Maybe you might not need to be so generous for certain things. Some people just not generous at all. What the fuck are you giving? Boundaries. Challenged by boundaries that you place in your life. Some people challenged with placing boundaries, period. Some people are challenged with adhering to people's boundaries. Your boundary ain't necessarily for them. Your boundary is to protect you. Wow, Amanda means love or worthy of love. That's beautiful. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate you. And yes, you are love, and you definitely worthy of love. Some people they have a problem with adhering to people's boundaries. I don't know nobody that would go over to a person's house and decide that they just gonna clean up. If you come over my house and you don't go in a bedroom, you don't. Why would you do that? Certain things you just don't do. Most people, for the first 2 times coming up to your house, they don't walk into your house and open up your refrigerator. They would ask you, may I have a glass of water? Or you would be a good hostess or host and be like, would you like something to drink? Right? Some people don't got manners. Some people wasn't raised like that. Some people walk in your house. Most people come in and cross the threshold and ask you, should I take my shoes off? But they could look around your shit and see whether or not you require it. Some people, house you walk in and you would rather keep your shoes on. You know that they don't require you to take your shoes off. I don't really want to fuck my socks up, so I'm going to keep my shoes on. As a matter of fact, I think I'll just sit on the porch. How about we sit outside? You start making suggestions. It's a pretty nice day. It could be thunderstorming. You know, that's like it's a pretty nice day. How about we sit on the porch, Shay? That's real shit. That's real shit. Take it how you want to take it. If you triggered, not my fault. Not my fault. Trust that. That's real shit. I'd rather keep my shoes on. It's time to end some shit. They put that on Kali. I put that on Kali. I release what doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Trust that. Can you trust yourself? Can you trust your truth? If you are on your way to it, then yes. I can't. Clear the energy of I can't. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'm getting Barack Obama. Yes, I can. Confirmation. Yes, I can. Shit, inhibition. Clear your inhibition. You can go. If you are being called to go do something different, then go fucking do it. Travel, Vans. Travel, Vans. Put your motherfucking Vans on. That's travel energy. Where you going? Home is where the heart is, and your heart be with you. Home is always with you. There's nowhere that you can't go. There's nowhere that you, nothing that you can't do. Nothing that you can't do. This one. All right, and this one, and then that's it. All right, we gonna call it. I don't know if we gonna chop it up. We might, so y'all might want to hang out. Look, stop being helpless. Ain't no, you're not helpless. You are powerful. Clear that. Clear that. You are not helpless. One, you got your whole ancestry with you. Your bloodline ancestry, your celestial ancestry. The source of all creation dwells within. You are not helpless. You are powerful. All powerful, almighty dwells within you. There is nothing that you cannot conquer. No weapon formed. Yes, everything is formed, but it shall not conquer you. Not even death can conquer you, because there's nothing but life. It's transition from one state of living to another state of living to. You already have the victory. One state of living and one state of living and one state of living. You already got the victory, beloved. Period. Know it. It ain't nothing that could take you out of creation. You will always be a part of creation. You are immortal, eternal. You have support. Invoke it. When was the last time you called on your spirit team? When was the last time you called on your ancestors? When was the last time you fed your ancestors? You fed your spirit team. When was the last time that you acknowledged that they still be with you, weed? They still be with you. You are not helpless. Allow them to help you, to guide you. Sometimes it's changing your language, how you think about shit, how you say shit. Right? That fifth dimensional thinking, that eternal thinking, to know that everything is. It just is. It never just was. It is. It is what it is. It's not about asking for something that I don't have when I know that I have everything. I have everything. I'm the cosmic egg. I could birth whatever. The universe, I have a whole universe within me. What don't I have? I give thanks for having it. I'm telling the universe, I'm telling the Most High God all the time, thank you for, thank you, 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 thank you. It's like just getting stuff. Every time I say thank you, I'm thanking you for something else, something else. I'm glad. Thank you for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm giving the thanks. That's right. Everything works towards the good. Everything works out for the good. So if everything is working towards the good, then it's all good. Thank you for all of it. Thank you. What can I do with it? What shall we do with it? What are you calling me? What did you decree me to do? What did you do? What did you do? If it's already done, you already did it. Can you see yourself sitting in this energy? Did they give you a vision? Do you have that mental image? How did they bring you there? They will tell you the steps. They will order your steps. But are you afraid to take them for somebody? Are you afraid to go? You can't get to your highest self when you won't walk out the door. I love you though. I do. I love you just like I love me, because that's my capacity. But it's growing and expanding on a daily. 1%. 365. Compounded interest. When your money is compounding, that dollar you invest can make $2, and them $2 make $4, make $3, $4, $5. That's compounding interest. Invest in yourself on a daily, beloved. Learn something different. Experience something different. Go somewhere different. You don't even have to leave out your house to travel. You could do that shit through books, through learning. But I do suggest and recommend that if you have the ability to go do some other shit, go do it. And if you have the ability to go live somewhere else and go do it. Immerse yourself in a different culture. And that's just because from state to state to state, even within the United States, it's different cultures. And you see how people live differently. It will give you something to contrast so that you can face your own reality. Like, be like, damn, people really don't do that? No, people don't really do that. Or people do that, but not everybody does that. That's the difference. Not everybody does that. Not everybody believes that. Not everybody eats that. Not everybody drinks that. As a matter of fact, you may discover it's some things that fit more with your palate. If you don't expand yourself, then you don't even know what you really like. Testimony to Terrell. Tears and Wheat Terrell show. Sure enough, never know what you're going to get. But if you just stay in your own little box and you going to keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same shit. We are not in a box. And we refuse to let anybody put us in it. Period. No. When we went to college a couple hours away from home. One of the things that we did as a hobby was walking up and down the aisles at the grocery store. That was a hobby. We enjoyed shopping at the grocery store. We could spend hours in the grocery store. Hours. Because it wasn't just going to get a predetermined list of food that we had already been eating, the things that we were raised on, beloved. We were reading the backs of packages. What's in it? If it's pasta, the only thing it takes to make pasta is flour, eggs, and water, salt. Why is the fucking ingredients this fucking large? What is that? Hours. Learning our palate. Learning self. I knew who I had come to identify with based on my social conditioning, programming from home, and all of that. But we wanted to learn who we were and be good and comfortable in that. We went on a whole journey. It was gift of discovery, G-O-D. That's how I began to have an intimate relationship with God. Gift of discovery. Desires, what do you want? What do you want? What do you like? Hey, y'all. Divine lineage. It's definitely something about them waters in a crown, and we see the number 6. 6 and 8 is what number? Is that 13? Or is it 14? That's like 7 and 7, 14. Oh, you might be Temperance Angel. I was about to say, is that 13? I was going to be like, wow. Because we do see destiny and we see divine lineage. Where are you going? 33. Speak your shit into existence. Say thank you for it happening. Even if it ain't happened yet, thank you for it. If they showed you the vision, they already fertilized. The seed came in to fertilize you, the cosmic egg. They could do it through you. It could be born through you. Thank you. Do you feel safe enough to go and just do you? That book is right here. So somebody definitely got something to say. Radical rebirth. You being reborn. Awakening. Definitely being reborn. Birthing something, they can birth it through you. But you might need to cut the cords on some shit. You so welcome. Surrender. Let go. Surrender. Sacred lust. Standing on that lion. Shit. Fearless love. Look, So you might need to repair your root and repair your sacral. If something happened to you, right, then repair that so that you can stand in your full you. It's time to. You might end up having, a couple of people after you, a couple people looking at you like, yeah, that's it right there. You might have to choose, or maybe not. Shit, all cultures, they don't choose. Shit, this one woman could have multiple husbands, and it's places where they do that too. Yeah, storm warning. Now there's 13. There's 13. There's 13. Storm is brewing. Stay grounded. And again, worthiness. Do you feel like you're worthy? And they show that self-worthy. Invoke your worthiness and stay grounded. Shit, it wouldn't even matter if you're a little bit thicky thick. I see that. That's okay. That's okay. Shit. You got the power to manifest. Cosmic power. Soul forgiveness, naked and vulnerable. It is what it is. Cosmic power. They say seasons. Nana Baluku. Seasons. You can manifest whatever you want to. Shit. Fucking wounded healer. Segment fire energy. Big cat energy. You've been through some shit, but you healed, beloved. And now your ass is fierce. I never paid attention that she's carrying the ankh in her hand. It's not around her neck, but it's in her hand. And the ankh is divine masculine, divine feminine meeting. It is renewal. It's rebirth. It is the true symbol of life, beloved. It's a symbol of life. Despite what people were taught. So you might be cutting the cords on something. Yeah, don't self-sabotage. Don't give away your authority or your birthright to someone else, or act like you don't have it, or be waiting until the hereafter to receive it. You are in that 3D. This is where you can experience these things. The tangibility of it. Right? This is where you can taste the good food. You can smell the good smell. You can see all the sights. You can see the flowers. You can see the sun. You can see the moon. You can feel the waves. You can feel the water. You can swim in it. You have the gift of being animate in a God body to sense. And that is sensuality. How do you sense the world? I'm seeing a scene on the Matrix where the Merovingian, the Frenchman, they was in a restaurant and he sent old girl a slice of like chocolate mousse cake, and the taste of the cake, like the senses, the sensual experience that she received just from eating the cake, gave her a release, a sensual release, sensual eruption. Oh, oh, that's what they wanted to say, sensual eruption. But you can't have, if you are waiting to get back to the spirit, you are missing the opportunity to engage with the Most High, the source of all things, in every single way. Because this is where we have senses at. We have the ability to sense our world. It's tangible. This is the spirit made flesh. This is the spirit made tangible. It is the spirit manifest. You get to taste it, eat it, sense it, hug it, feel it, lay outside and have it warm the body, or just rain on you, snow on you. You get to see the uniqueness of snowflakes. Like, you get to play around in the spirit. You get to, in an individual, tangible way. It's a beautiful gift. Something to be grateful for. My art, giving and receiving. You get to give to it and you get to receive from it. Your heart should be light as the feather. Your heart, weighing the heart, the feather of truth, your heart should be lighter than the feather of truth. So for somebody, they need to consider, what does your heart do? Because if your heart is like that, you can generate miracles. Wow. 10 and 42. That 16, 142 is coming through. 44, surrender. Surrender. And for somebody, I heard something a little bit cryptic. It's almost like surrender, allowing other people to feed off of you. Sometimes you feed other people, right? You nurse other people. But sometimes in this thing, I just heard Spirit say surrender, allowing people to feed off of you. You might need to speak up. Like, it's not okay to allow a person to feed off of you and they are not giving back to you. They've been suckling. It's like allowing a person or a child to breastfeed until like they like 5 and 6 years old. They too old to be feeding off of you like that. It's time for them to have some other type of sustenance and nourishment. Like, it's depleting you, it's hurting you, and it's not helping them either. See, Capricorn, it's time for some shit to end. That's toxic. Cancer energy. Like, sometimes people just nurse stuff too long. Your feelings. What is your attitude about the past? Use your intuition. Okay, we gotta get this. What was that? Your beliefs and what you value. Managing your own resources. Sometimes people just feed on you way too long. Like it's over with. What makes you feel safe, which makes you feel secure. And we talked about that. Like feeling secure. We even said invoking that support. Your home base or your family. So it could be something in that you need to address. Because that's where your programming, that's where your foundation comes from. Either the lack of it, which can make you feel unsafe, disconnected, or whatever the hell happened in it, whatever it was, it set your foundation. And it could be something in there that you need to address. Exactly, sis. So find a mirror and sit and stand in front of it and do some inner work. Look beyond the form of the face and the body. Look to your spirit, to your inner thoughts. Not just your thoughts, but your inner thoughts. What do you see? What do you tell yourself about yourself? What seeds are you planting into your consciousness? What are the seeds? In your mind of minds and your hearts of hearts, if you are telling yourself some fucked up shit, then you're not going to be generating anything really real and long lasting. But if you are telling yourself the greatness, maybe you tell yourself some great shit and then your next thought is that you talk yourself out of it. You think against it. Oh, I could shine. I could really be great. I could level up and do all this beautiful shit. But then you think, no, I can't do that. I can't leave. Oh, I could go here. No, I can't leave. So your inner thought is saying that you can, but your next thought tells you that you can't. Your inner thought tells you you could be free, liberation, and the next thought says that you can't, scarcity. I can't make this shit up. Alpha Omega. Let these cards speak. So now I'm seeing rage. I'm seeing anger. Because you really want to live out loud. You really want to do the most. You want to do all that you can fucking do. Like, period. You know there's more things to do. How could you possibly do the most when you haven't done all the things that you could do? Make it make sense. Good energy, Juju. How could you do the most when you haven't done all the things that you could do? It's still so much more to be revealed onto you. So much more. So much more. Creativity, you could do it. I can. I could create miracles. I could birth it. All I gotta do is think it. And if I thought it, then can I accept the thought that I thought? You can move. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Who? How did we do it? You showed us the move. Can we see it? Yep. How did you do it? Show me. Reveal onto me the steps to take. I could do it. The seed has been planted, and then I accept it. The seed is planted, your inner thoughts, but did you accept the seed that was planted? So bring your inner thought and your second thought into alignment and accept that thought. Then allow them to show it to you. Put it in your heart and keep it. Ooh, that feel good. Put that energy on it. You can feel it. When you feel it, it becomes tangible. It becomes a part of your body, beloved. And when it becomes a part of you, it already be. Only thing you got to do is move and act accordingly. That's it. Intuition. Follow it. Somebody finna go do some shit. Don't resist it. Don't stand. Look, sometimes you have to resist some shit, the toxicity, but don't resist your intuition. It's calling you to go somewhere, to travel somewhere. Van energy. Yeah, sacred lust. You gonna fuck around and meet a couple of them ones. You might end up with two. All y'all be good with it. Shit, do you. As long as everybody is consenting and ain't nobody hurting nobody, do your damn thing, okay? Mercury, them words, I told you. The awareness of many thoughts. Many thoughts. Many thoughts, many words. Many thoughts and many words. All right. Third eye chakra. See somebody not following their intuition. Resisting what you see. What they showed you. The third eye chakra, or your brow chakras, is the compass of your soul. Trust its nudges, for they are cosmic breadcrumbs leading you towards your purpose. Yeah. See? Heal your sacral. Somebody has a thing with the root chakra, feeling safe, and sacral chakra. Uranus, Neptune energy. So this Neptune retrograde could definitely be calling you to deal with some shit so that you can cleanse your aura. Right? You can cleanse, you can detoxify, you can strengthen, feed and nourish your aura. And it's given, bring all your other chakras online. Right? Not only you see this bubble, these are not just your 7 chakras, but you have so many more that are energizing and governing the body, the physical vessel, but you have chakras around you that you need to interact with, that you need to activate. They shield you. So any weapon that does prosper cannot reach you. You got to get your force field up. Communicate with the universe around you. You are a receiver. You are a transmitter. You give and receive messages. Just like a radio. A channeler. Tune in. Tune your frequency. So that you can hear clearly. You can receive. Supernova. See, didn't we say somebody need to heal their root and their sacral? So many people don't believe. Pluto energy. Pluto says your willingness to confront the darkness. The darkness. To sit in it. You see how she's sitting? To sit in that darkness. And it says to sit in the darkness within you opens the gateway to profound healing. And soul evolution, let your transformation begin. And today is 13. That's transformation. Sit in it. I remember my sister, I was, when I first was, dealing with the pain of fibromyalgia. It was just so, because fibromyalgia can be debilitating if it's uncontrolled. It was so tough, and I just did not, and I always had really, really bad migraines when I was a kid, like super bad. As a matter of fact, I don't think my migraines would away until I was probably like just a couple years ago. Right, fibromyalgia coming in, migraines coupling that, but the regimen to tackle the fibromyalgia helped the migraines as well, especially with diet and all that stuff too. But I would be in so much pain, and my sister told me to learn how to sit in it. Learn how to go in there and sit, and she told me that I could control it, and I didn't understand it until I went to pain management for the fibromyalgia, and the pain doctor told me the same thing. He started talking to me about the biology of the central nervous system. Like, it was, fibromyalgia can manifest, especially in people who, common in women, but a lot of women that has trauma, right? Not only is there a genetic factor, my mother has fibromyalgia, so there's a genetic factor and there's a trauma factor, where your central nervous system has been in fight mode for so long, dealing with so much pain, unresolved pain, that your nervous system like starts to act against the body, where it registers things that should not hurt as pain. You know what I'm saying? So in pain management class, we learned how to talk to the pain body. How to talk to the pain body. We had to learn how to talk to the pain body, how to manage and heal the pain body, to soothe the pain body, because there's only so much pharmaceuticals that you could take, right? And I did not want to be, at my age, as young as I was, taking all these pills to manage the pain. It has to be another way to manage the pain. So we learned how to connect with the pain body and to heal the pain body, and through working that, we were able to come to a state where we don't even need medication. We went from barely being able to hold a brush and comb our daughter's hair and all that. We used to braid. We've been braiding for like since I was 14 years old. Like, it's one of the side hustles. We couldn't even hold a brush. Right? Wearing clothes was just too much. Like, the pain was debilitating. I was walking on a cane and everything. And we went from that to being able to braid again. We don't do it often because it does, we have to recover from that, from the wrist. But we can roller skate. So forget walking on a cane. We roller skate and we exercise and we do all these things. We recovered ourselves by working through the pain. So I leave somebody with that advice. And my sister taught me that, to sit with it. The pain doctor told me to manage the pain doctor. You could speak to your body. You could speak to the vessels, that there's doorways. There's doorways within the body. So think about this on a psychological level, and then think about it from the biology, and then understanding that what's going on with you and in you is outside of self as well. It's in your environment. I'm hearing the word astrology. So if you could tell the body to close the door to pain, you could tell it that it doesn't hurt. That doesn't hurt. Yeah. Oh, wow, Isaiah. So maybe this would be helpful for you. I don't know if you want to leave your testimony on how you manage. But I could literally put my head to where the pain is at right here and tell it that it doesn't hurt, to close the doors to the pain, and it would cut it off. It would turn it off. You can open doors and you can close doors within yourself. It's a circuit, right? Your central nervous system is shooting electricity through the body. Not only do you generate light, right, that electrical current, but what does a current do? When you think about any electrical cord, it has circuits. They open and close. So if a circuit is closed, it's allowing that signal to flow through, right? But if I do like this and break the signal, then that signal doesn't move from here to here. It stops. So you can control the signals. You can control it within yourself, and you can control it around you. You just have to tap in to you, your whole you. Some people are not tapped into their inner selves, and they're not tapped into their outer selves. They're not tapped into their inner thoughts or their outer thoughts. It's so much confirmation. It's so much more to you to be discovered. And that's what we mean when it says a cost to paying attention. If you're not paying attention to yourself because you're looking at other shit outside of you, you paying attention to what other people do, you are losing out on what you could be investing in you. The law of time. The ability to bend time with the power of your perception. You can bend time. It's making me think about things coming full circle. Like the rainbow isn't half, it's a circle. It's only the perception of how much you can see. You don't see the other half of things. It distorts your perception. It's an illusion. Just like we know that time is an illusion. People be talking about some, trying to make ends meet. Well, I heard somebody say they're not supposed to meet because they wouldn't be ends. But your ends should meet. It should come full circle. Everything should come full circle. You started from the spirit, you were in the physical, and you go back to the spirit. It comes full circle. You didn't come from here. So don't hold the attachment. Let go, release, and allow the miracles. They showed you were a miracle caster. You would create miracles, but you have to let go. Kali, that's the end of the physicality. You come from the spirit into the physical, you go back to the spirit. You are moving full circle. Transition. Yeah, the mystic of divine love. So somebody definitely, they call you to tap into the other side, your intuition, your spiritual self. Follow your spiritual compass. It will lead you. Space clearing and sacred sleep, multidimensional. Tap into your other selves. Multidimensional. It's not just your one self, your 3D you. No, divine destiny is waiting for you. But open up the doorway so that you can have a breakthrough. Divine fortune is here. But you got to get to the flow and understand. Power of your intention, yo. What do you intend? What do you intend? This one. Which one? This one. Yeah, inner love. See, get into that. Understand who you are. Love. You are it. Light on voluntary escape, beloved. So somebody need to get some more information. You just need to learn. Invest in knowledge. Can't nobody take away what you know. That's always a beautiful investment. Investing in knowledge, investing in wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing. It's the principal thing. Inevitable success. You will always be winning if you learn it. See? How you going to get to your future self? And you have inevitable success to getting to your future self when you are always learning and growing. Tap into the sacred water. Somebody need to get into some water. Drink the water. Bless your water. Speak to it. The highest frequencies of healing, renewal, and divine intelligence. Divine intelligence. Water holds memory. Water holds memory. It remembers. It knows. So align your actions, yo. Get your thoughts together. Think about shit differently. Align your actions, right? Support system, right? If y'all not on the thinking, the mindset, you might not align with that. They don't support, futuristic thinking. They don't support 3D thinking. We see purify and clear cognizant. Somebody needs to purify their gut through nutrition, right? So some people just on that South Node shit. Some people like to be in the South Node and they just want to sit. They're not interested in ascending. They are comfortable with the old patterns. They are comfortable about, the shit that hinders their progress. Refusing to embrace the lessons. Right? They refuse to integrate wisdom. And we just literally said the thing was to get wisdom to learn. Be vigilant about your old patterns that may hinder your progress and embrace the lessons that they offer. Integrate that wisdom into your present and into your future. You integrate that wisdom, you're going to move. You're going to ascend. You're going to grow. I felt something else. Yeah, comet. So we did not just a comet, but I'm picking up the asteroids too. It's unlimited what the universe can bring when you understand the great secret that what? Thoughts become things. What are you thinking? It's unlimited what the universe can bring when you understand the great secret revealed, that thoughts become things. Thank you again for joining us here, for sticking around and hanging out for so long, for as long as you did. If you stayed from the beginning to the end, a special kudos to you, beloved. I appreciate you so very much, more than I can ever tell you. More than I could ever tell you. 147 minutes. Y'all be rocking with y'all girl, and I sure enough appreciate it. You sure enough never know what you're going to get. I told you it could start slow like that old school Crisco. We got to get it out the can and into the pan. The Alpha don't make it dwell within. They turn the heat up. They get to cooking. Now we know what. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it was good for your soul. It was edifying. It was for us. You know what I'm saying? For the spirit. We got yokes on our shoulders and we got to bear it. Okay? That's the truth. So some people not able to face the truth. They just not. Look, being able to look down and face the truth of you. Look at the top and then look at the bottom. Look at the truth of you that's in your reflection. That's way different than what you are sitting in that current moment. But if you could accept that shit, you will harvest, beloved. You will be so happy that you did. They can do anything. They have done everything. So what could they not do? They made all of creation. We just a pixel of it. It's just you. It's just me. You know, every other thing. We are the only begotten. Like creation itself, all of it. What could they not do, beloved? The only thing they can't do for you is whatever you refuse to believe. Don't mean that they can't do it for other people because we believe differently. I know that they can do all things. They do it through us. They manifested all of this so far. They showed themselves to be true every single time. And whatever they did and didn't do, whatever we experienced paved the way for us to be here and have this level of understanding. So it's all to the good. It's all to the good. Absolutely, absolutely. With the guidance of the AO, there's nothing that you can do. There's nowhere that you cannot go. To the next now, y'all. Remember that. Take this little mustard seed, you know what I'm saying, and plant it. Give you a couple of them. Till we meet again, have a great day. And have it on purpose. Ashe.